Yay.
You made it.
Good morning. It is a chilly day. Well, chilly for me. I get cold all the time. So it feels chilly. They said, I looked up on AccuWeather this morning, and they said that, yes, it's going to be chilly through Labor Day. And then in September, we get the heat back. I don't know how much heat, but we get heat back. Yay, I can't wait. But now I'm in a dilemma because I'm going to Maine for the month of September. Do I take summer clothes? Do I take fall clothes? I think I take them all. I'll just bring them all. I'm going to be up there for a month. So
that's what Sarah did for college last
weekend.
She brought every piece of clothing she did own.
That's rough in a dorm room, let me tell you.
20 hooded sweatshirts.
20 hooded sweatshirts? I thought I had a lot. I don't have 20. But we hope you're here to hang out with us. We have 2 people. Please say hi so we know who's watching. And
one is Sue Landis.
Hi, Sue Landis.
The other one might be Brenda.
Technical difficulties.
No, Brenda's not on yet because she's having technical difficulties. So what we thought we'd do this time is go through our classes. Last Saturday we had class meet the teacher, open house, class review, whatever you want to call it. Went really well. Got to talk to a lot of friends and stuff. Then I did a very impromptu Facebook Live if you didn't see it. But if you didn't see it, it doesn't matter because we're pretty much going to do the same thing right from literally yesterday until the middle of December. I almost hurt the hat. We gave everybody the end of December because, we're all busy stuff. And then we'll start up again in January and be able to offer you even more stuff. And once again, if there's something you want, let us know what it is. If we don't know how to do it, we'll learn. We'll research. We'll do it all. So if you ever encounter something and you say, oh, I'd love to do this, send us a picture, a description, just send us a quick email that says, hey, I saw this, what do you think? Kind of, because that's how we get ideas. I'm very excited about this. This is our flyer. I had to go up and down so I could get it on a front and a back. Okay. I'm very excited about it because there's a little bit for everybody. It's not all one-sided. It's not all quilting. There's some crafty things in there. There's even classes you don't need a sewing machine. So I'm very excited about this schedule. It helps that I put it together. Well, Tara and I and Brenda and Linda and Kathy and Joanne put it together. So, all right. So let me talk about snow crystal. This is snow crystal, and it won't hang right because I don't have strong enough tape. It is supposed to be a tree skirt. I don't know about you, but when I do this much work, I am not cutting a hole in the middle of it. You're welcome to, but no, I can't do it. I have 3 or 4 Judy Niemeyers that I don't even use as tree skirts because I don't even want to get them that dirty. So you can. The directions come where you go up a seam, cut a hole. You can do that, or you can use them as a table topper. There are 3 sizes: small, medium, and large. Now you look at this. This is 40 something from point to point. The large is 60, I think, ish. The small one is 30 something. So you can make whatever size you want. And everybody who makes it loves how easily it goes together, and they make more than one. So that class technically started yesterday. However, someone couldn't come yesterday, so I'm running class 1 again tomorrow. So if you're in love with this and you can get in here tomorrow, you can come in at 11 when we open, get your fabrics, get the pattern, and it's 3 classes, and I can get you through the first class and get you caught up. I already have someone coming in, so it's not like you'd be putting me out. I'm already here. So you are welcome to join that. Okay, that's Snow Crystal. All the classes are on the website. Okay, so they're not under Facebook.
Yes, they are.
Oh, now they are under Facebook, but they're also under classes. So you're all set. All right. Another one, which I didn't do, Miss Linda Luther did, is the Quilt As You Go, small sewing machine cover and caddy. And Tara's going to move the camera so that I'm going to come around. It's sitting on the caddy, okay? And it's got pockets. It's got big pockets and little pockets and tiny little pockets. Then so your machine sits on it. And then this is your machine cover. This is a 350 Bernina. It's plenty big for her. I think this might fit my 590. You might not be able to put the table on it, but I think that'll fit my 590. So it's really cool. It is done with Quilt As You Go, June Taylor. You need one of these, and obviously fabrics. And if you've ever worked with these, they're awesome. They're absolutely awesome. So it's a 2-day class, 2-session class. It is September 12th and September 19th. The first day you are doing one of them, and I can't remember which, but anyway, you'll do maybe this the first day and this the second class, okay? And that's the Quilt As You Go machine kit. I've always wanted one of these, never got around to do it. So now's the time. So,
Did you sign up for that class?
no, I'm not here. I'm depressed. It's tough being gone the whole month of September. Of course, it's not tough to be in Maine for it, so I'm okay. All right. Mondo bag. One of my favorites. This is my class. This one is the Mondo bag, okay? There are 3 different sizes. This is the original, okay? I use 2.5-inch squares. You can actually use 5-inch squares. You just need less of them. But I used, it's not a jelly roll because it's not Modo. It is Hoffman Jingle Pop because I wanted a Christmas one. But you can use anything. You can use your scraps. You just need 2.5-inch squares. If you start with either a Jingle Pop or a jelly roll or whatever, it's nice and easy. You just cut them into 2.5-inch squares. We will be doing this in 2 sessions. Yes, Miss Tara.
I have a question.
Okay.
You said that you could use charm squares.
Yep.
Do you cut them into 2.5
No,
squares?
you can if you want, but you don't have to.
You can use them as 5.
Yeah, you just use them as a 4. You can also use the whole strip if you want.
Nice.
It's faster. It's much faster. And if you like the looks of the strip, then now it doesn't look quite as quilted as this does because you don't have all these seams. You can quilt it before you put the whole thing together. So I may do one of those one of these days. But anyway, yeah, a friend of mine was making one. Her daughter called her and wanted one for her teacher. You know, just off the cuff. So she did it with whole strips. Super fast. So this is Mondo bag. We've offered it before. It's very popular. It will be the 4th of October, 10/4, and then again October 25th to give you plenty of time to get this all done. Plus, I'm going out for my baby girl's birthday. So excited. All right. Sunflower medallion. This is really an introduction. I'm going to hide from you. Is that showing up good, Tara? An introduction to Sue Pellin. Sue Pellin Designs is rotary cut and machine applique. Now, if you know me, I don't applique well. I do. I don't like it because I never liked cutting all that stuff. It's too tedious for me. But you can cut all of this with a rotary cutter and her templates. And her templates look like this. Oh, I even have it right side up. Look like this. We are using the Leaves Galore. This is actually Norm. You're going to be using Petite. Okay? Or you can buy all 3 in a pack because, oh, I keep hitting things, because I'm going to do more Sue Pellin. So you may want to have all 3 sizes. These vines are actually done with the Grande. So if you want to buy it so that you have it, that's great because we will use it later. But this is such a fun method. This is from her Almost Baltimore series. And this is the first one because and that's why I decided to use it. Plus I love sunflowers. But it starts you out very carefully and very slowly. So that is the Sunflower Medallion. That's on October 22nd, and then a week later on the 29th. You need time to get everything cut and figured out. And you probably, those of you who are speedsters will probably get the whole thing done. It's about 22 inches, I think. But some of you may not, if you've never blanket stitched to do your applique, it may take you a little bit longer. So it might not be done when you get all done, but you'll be well on your way. Yes, ma'am.
And this is the same process you used for your.
Yes, it is. I used all these leaves. I actually used the bigger ones. And if you saw my temperature quilt when it was hanging here, it was all leaves. So each day of the year, I had a high temperature and a low temperature. And then you put it together in months, in strips, and then put the whole thing together. It was fun. It was interesting.
And this would be a good primer if somebody wanted to do
Definitely. Because you're learning the leaf. I did that temperature quilt so I would get a lot of practice with the leaf. Believe me, I did. Because I made extras. So, which reminds me, I will have extras here for you to practice your buttonhole stitch or your blanket stitch, whatever you call it. So we're going to work on that. All right. We have to go on a field trip over to the wall to show you the next thing. Here she comes. And here I come. These are our posters for the new block of the month that will start in January. Okay? And you're wondering, why are there two? I'm not sure you can tell. They're the exact same pattern. They're called Ebb and Flow. And we will have fabrics for each one, 12 kits. And that's why we have sign-ups. Okay, try not to show emails. We have sign-ups for the 12 kits that will be available November-ish. We don't start till January. We are only doing 12 of each colorway, and that's it. So if you want one or both, you really need to get your name down because it'll be first come, first serve. The other thing I am offering to you is I forgot, 84 by 108. I am offering a half size. However, Tara's looking totally shocked. However, the kits will be full size. I am going to do my math and see if you can make two from one kit because it is half size. I cut out both and I had extra fabric. We got shop kits. The regular kits aren't available yet. We got shop kits. I cut out the whole thing for both of them and I had extra fabric. So I think you could make two. So if you have a friend or anyone, even somebody you don't necessarily like all that much, one of you could buy this one. One of you could buy that one. And then make the half sizes and exchange, and then you can make them both. Half sizes are 48.5 by 54. Okay? Just a thought. And all it is, it's not that complicated. You're probably thinking, why is she doing that to herself? It's just a different size unit. The pattern is the exact same. The tools are the exact same. You just, instead of doing 4.5 inch unfinished, you do 2.5 inch unfinished. Easy. Yes?
You might not know this off the top of your head, but do you know what tools are needed for this?
Lemoyne Star, corner beam, V-block. I'm trying to see what else. Probably Tucker trimmer, I'm sure. Oh, 4-patch square. You're going to do some 4-patch square. And that might be it. Oh, wing clipper.
So many of you already have those tools because you've done previous projects. So it's just another opportunity for you.
The one that probably you don't have is the 4-patch square. It's an awesome tool. If you're sitting there like I was going, why in God's name would I need help doing a 4-patch? It's a 4-patch. Believe me, when you use this tool, They're perfect every time. Because remember, she slightly oversizes and trims to perfection. So they're never wonky. They never don't line up. They're perfect every time. So if you're interested, let us know. Because again, we have enough fabric coming in for 12 of each colorway. Okay? What was that face for? Tara just gave me a terrible face. All right. So I think Miss Brenda is next because I think that was my last one.
I think you're right.
Let me double check.
Swing around here. Sorry, I'm making you busy.
Yep. We're ready for Brenda, who that can't tell because she's delayed. Here she comes. Here she comes.
I've always been called delayed.
She's got some awesome stuff to show you. Can you get in there? I kind of squished it.
Yeah. Okay, here I am. Good morning. The first class I want to show you is the witch's hat, and this is on September 13th. This is really fun. Those who know me know I love Halloween, and I actually dress up. I have a dress with bat wings. I dress up for several events. So I saw this for this pattern, and it's fully lined. And I did embellish it. I put a little wool. I made a little wool bat and put some tulle around it. But it fits. Well, it would help if I took that off. It fits on your head.
Lovely.
Just delightful. Mm-hmm. However, I know not everybody is obsessed with Halloween as I am. So what you could do is make this and have it sort of be a centerpiece. Have it sit on your dining room table, maybe put a few gourds around. It's really not hard at all, and it stays, firm and upright. And it was a lot of fun to make, and it's a fun class, and in one day. I did this in about 3 hours. Irina's laughing, and I realize now I know why. So we're going to go on to the next day. Oh, she's so bad.
Well, I don't know why. So if anyone else doesn't, then you're in good company.
She's got a filthy mind. Anyway, I'm going to do an intro to punch needle. Now, you're not going to bring like a big project. Like this would be considered a big project. What we're going to do is I'm going to teach you basically how to use the chunky thread. For those who are new to it, how to thread the needle, which size needle you should use for what size thread. And I'm going to have a design and show you how to properly punch. I'm going to have a design all drawn out. You bring 2 colors of chunky thread, and this is probably a 7-inch hoop. You don't want to bring a great big hoop because it won't, the hoop would be too big. So like a smaller hoop, like a 7-inch hoop, and we're going to show you just the basics, how to thread your needle, what size to choose, and how to punch, because you have to be careful because you don't want to make too many holes in your cloth. And it's really fun to do. All right, next. Sorry. No, I'm good.
Believe it or not, friends, the Christmas season is going to be here before we know it. Yep.
This is the quilted Christmas stocking. And I just love this. And again, it's fully lined. Of course, with my French General, my favorite. And it's quilted. And what I did is I used painter's tape and just made some diagonal lines. Just very simple straight stitch quilting. This was really fun to do. It was a free pattern, so it's not going to cost anything for the pattern. I'll supply that to you. And it has a loop for hanging and a couple of stars, just very basic. And it's just very simple, kind of primitive. I like muted colors. That's why mine's not real bright, screaming Christmas. And it was a lot of fun to do. And like I said, fully lined. one class, and this one is on October 17th, and you should be done, by the end of class. If not, you'll be close to done. It really went together fast. All right.
So if your family needs new Christmas stockings.
And the reason that I wanted to do it in October is because when you see how easy and fun it is, you're going to want to make them for Christmas, and you need time to do that. So this should be a really fun one to do. And next, back kind of by popular demand, this isn't written down, but I think it is Saturday, November 22nd.
Oh,
so it's the weekend before Thanksgiving. And back in February, we did a class for a Valentine heart. And it's done on a wire form that has 4 rows. And the center 2 are raised, or, they stick out. What I did is, this is on that same order. However, there was a little different way of tying them on, and it actually worked better. It's just a little different technique. I cut all my strips. I don't know if you can tell, but I cut all my strips with a pinking blade so that they would have some texture to them. Plus, it helps it from fraying. It was so fun to do, and I sat and did this while watching TV one afternoon. They go together really quickly, and I'm going to hang this on my front door. It was a lot of fun to do, and if you become obsessed with something like I do, I ended up, after I did the heart, I did the shamrock, I ordered the Easter egg, which I haven't done yet, and now I have the candy cane. So, but the back will look nice and even, and it's fluffy, and it's a lot of fun, and this is a good one because it doesn't require your sewing machine. So you can just come and have your strips, and we'll give you the form is included in the cost of the class.
That would be a great thing if you want to just spend the afternoon with a girlfriend.
Exactly.
Take the class.
And also too, if you're like me too, bring a TV tray in your living room, and while you're watching the Bills game, you can get one done completely during the game. So a lot of fun. So my things that I'm showing you for my classes this time are more crafty classes. You will need a sewing machine for 2 of them, but not big things, and they go together really quickly. Everything I'm teaching goes together really quickly. And I think that's it. Now it's time for Tara.
Thank you, Brenda. Round of applause for Brenda.
Brenda can't fit through the table.
From the studio audience. All right. Hi, friends. I'm Tara Tom, and I'm teaching this many classes. But I do have something to say about some of them. One thing is, Irene mentioned something about her putting it together. Irene spent a lot of time putting all of this work together, organizing everybody, communicating with everybody. So she deserves a round of applause too, because this would not happen without her dedication and many hours of work. So thank you, Irene. All right, so I'm going to talk about some of the classes where the teachers of the classes aren't here for Facebook Live. Brenda's a little delayed, don't mind her. Poor Brenda. People are going to start coming in and calling her delayed. Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is the Coverall Binder class. And you may say, oh, you taught that before. And you would be right. We did teach this before. But Kathy Hooker is going to come back again for a very much requested second class for this. And this is her binder cover. Has a pocket here. There's just a standard 3-ring binder in here. But these are a very cute way to organize what different classes you take. Or in this case, this is Kathy's for Finish It Up Club, so she can keep herself organized. And it's very cute. And this class will take place on Saturday, October 18th from 10 to 2. So we will be back in the swing of sewing season. And yeah, this will be ready for you. And this does involve your sewing machine, but it's a pretty simple project. If you wanted to learn some techniques on making things other than quilts, this would be a great class for you. The next one is called The Perfect Binding. This one is going to be taught by longtime binder and quilt maker Linda Luther on Saturday, November 1st, so if you want to come celebrate my birthday, you can come. And that's from 10 to 2. And she has a bunch of samples in here so that you can see what a great binding technique she has. Oh, this is cute.
And she's got
oh my gosh, look how cute this is.
Isn't that cute?
This is like a Christmas card holder, right?
I was hoping that she would notice it.
Sorry, Linda. We're going to steal your stuff.
But,
so she does a really great job with binding. And
I see a class.
right. She's going to share her techniques on how to do so. So that is going to be on November 1st, as I said. And if you want to bring cake.
Many people hate binding.
Yes.
They hate it.
Yes.
But if you learn it, she's going to show you a couple, I think 4 different ways to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them's bound to strike your fancy. So,
no pun intended.
Yes.
All right. So that's the perfect binding class. That'll be a great technique class where you can hone your skills on that. And then we have this one. So we had as you probably know, we had our in-house retreat a few weeks ago, and it was very fun. And there was a great group of ladies here, and they are just so fun, and they like to share what they're working on, of course. And you have to be careful if you want to share what you're working on in front of Irene when she's planning a class schedule, because she'll rope you in, pun intended, to teaching a class. So that is what happened to Joanne, who is one of our quilty friends, and she was showing about how she makes these rope vases. So
made out of clothesline rope.
Yep. So there's a clothesline in there, and you wrap it around the rope. I mean, you wrap the fabric around the clothesline, and then you wrap the rope around whatever. You could do little ones like that out of baby food jars,
these
or
are actually baby food jars. Thank you.
Yep. So that class is coming up on December 6th. This would be a nice way to get together with your family or your sisters or your fabric-loving friends. It will be from 10:30 to 1:30. So nice, quick class.
And it's crafty, and you don't need a sewing machine.
Right.
You come with your strips already cut.
And do you think this is a get it done that day class?
Yeah.
Probably if you're doing this one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you could get it done that day.
Yep.
That's
So
why we went with that size.
It's not going to end up being another unfinished project,
And
which is
she
nice.
has a number of things to show you in addition to doing just a little vase that she will show you once you learn the technique. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm. I think you can do bowls with this.
That, Christmas trees.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Those were adorable. Oh, you weren't here. You didn't see them.
I saw some of it.
Yeah, she.
I spent some of the retreat over there where my sewing machine is.
She brought them in Saturday.
Open house. Oh, right. I did not see that. I wasn't here.
And the trees are adorable. So once you learn the technique, you can do Christmas trees.
Oh, yes.
They were gorgeous.
Yep.
Yes, it's a great technique.
Yeah. So just to fill you in, I wasn't here Saturday because I was in the van all weekend, taking my girl Sarah down to school and coming back. And my older daughter, Catherine, who you got to see last week, helped us get her down there, which was just a godsend. So everything went well, and we got all 20 of the sweatshirts in the dorm room. Actually, she's in an apartment, but met her new roommates, which was fun. And then our house is quiet and not so messy, which is kind of sad. So Sarah is off to school, and Catherine's back in Chicago. All right, so the last thing that I have on my list to talk about is the Mystery Christmas Ornament Workshop. And that is going to be taught by Linda Luther. And she has, I think it's 3, am I right?
Yeah, 3 different
3 very cute. You're not going to see pictures because it's a mystery. But take our words for it, you're going to like it. They're very cute ornaments. And the class fee includes a kit for all 3 of them, and kits will be available if you want to take them home. It's not a sewing project. It's kind of a crafty kind of thing. Crafty. Yes, very cute. And that will be on December 13th, which is also, by the way, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But December 13th is also the hometown holiday celebration here in Albion. So it's going to be a very festive day. There will be, I don't know what we'll have out front, but there's usually something out front. Do they close the street on that day? I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
So that's good. We'll have parking. But there'll be kids coming around, and we're going to have a craft set up. And then at the end of that day, well, not quite 2 p.m., later than that, but not much later because it'll be dark early, is the Parade of Lights in Albion. So, and Brenda and I were just talking before this about planning to be part of the Parade of Lights. So if you are interested in joining us, let us know, because we're going to have a float. And we haven't worked out all the details, but it was very, very fun to be in the Strawberry Festival Parade. So we're going to try to recreate that fun day in December. And hopefully it won't be too cold to do that. So we'll see. All right, so I'm thinking that you don't have any questions because Brenda has not raised her hand, although Irene is presently raising her hand.
One thing I saw that Linda Luther commented on this, there are 3 sizes.
Oh.
They're small. Can you see?
You want me to hold it?
They're small, medium, and large, and the one that Linda did is medium.
Excellent.
So when I said I think it might fit my 590, the large definitely would fit my 590.
Also, years ago, I made a caddy like that, and I still use it. I keep certain things in the pockets. My purple thing, my walking foot stays in there because I go back and forth a lot. Little scissors. What else do I keep at the ready? Oh, seam ripper, because, it's part of life. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a really handy tool to have, and I take it to retreats, which is where I do most of my sewing. So yeah. All right. I think that is all we have, and we are so glad to have you with us, and hopefully you saw a class that piqued your interest and you're going to go and sign up. Yep. You can come into the shop. We don't right now have all of the class supplies. We wanted to wait and see who was going to take what class and make sure we didn't over order, but we will definitely have all the class supplies before the classes. So come on in and sign up, or sign up online. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching us. We're so glad to have you with us on this beautiful Thursday morning. And we hope you have a great Labor Day weekend. And soon it'll be back to sewing season. So see you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.